Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about the remaster of Spider-Man for the PS5. So Insomniac Games have stated that they have recast the face of Peter Parker in Marvel's Spider-Man remastered on the PS5. So before we go any further, I would like to show you the clip that they released that shows the new face of Peter Parker himself.
Hello? Parker! Just in time to celebrate.
Celebrate? Wait. Where are the arms? Oh, wow. So cool. But how did you...
Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
Amazing.
And your work on the neural web was the key.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
So as you see in the clip you've just seen, Peter Parker's face looks a lot younger. And myself personally, I do not see a problem with the face change. I mean, yes, it will take a while to get used to, but it does make sense because the character is supposed to be 23 in the game, and the previous face model looked to be about 25 to 30, which I know isn't a big gap, but it's still a gap. But now if you compare the new Peter Parker's face to Miles' face that was shown in the PS5 event, that is going to look a bit odd because we've gotten used to seeing the old face model with Miles, and if Peter Parker does appear in Miles Morales, it'll probably use the new face model. So it will definitely be odd seeing young, like really young Peter and Miles who looks a little bit older even though he's younger. It doesn't make sense, but it's just going to be odd to get used to. And once this new face reveal was put onto the internet, there was quite a bit of backlash. So much that the creative director of Insomniac Games had to post this statement. Today's news about the new Peter Parker face model has surprised some of you. We at Insomniac totally understand your reaction. Heck, it even took me a while to get used to Peter's new look. But as we discussed the franchise's future and moving to the PS5, it quickly became apparent that delivering even more believable looking characters made finding a better facial match for actor Yuri Lowenthal, who we love as Peter, a necessity. We care as much about this character as your attachment to him, so please note we did not make this decision/change lightly. As we did throughout the development of Marvel's Spider-Man, we'll continue to read your comments, listen, and always be looking for ways to improve every facet of the game. At the same time, I hope you can trust us that this decision is what we feel is best for the future of the franchise and our upcoming goals for this beloved Marvel character. So Insomniac Games also released some more information regarding the PS5 remaster, and I'm going to take you through some of the more interesting points that I found in the blog post. Let's talk about graphical updates. The team has done the painstaking work of updating the city's environment to take advantage of the new console. Beyond improved models and materials, one of the biggest things we have brought to this game is ray trace reflections and ambient shadows. We now have true reflections on the windows of buildings, and it looks stunning with our new skies and weather. But it's not just the environments, our characters have also gotten a huge upgrade. From high fidelity skin, eye and teeth shaders to individually rendered strands of hair. The new tech and detail brings our characters and their performances to new life. On the subject of Peter Parker's face change, they said this. This does bring us one of the bigger changes. In order to bring the best performance to players with our next generation Marvel Spider-Man games, we have recast the face of Peter Parker. We loved working with John Bubniak on the original game. However, to get a better match to Peter Parker/Spider-Man actor Yuri Lowenthal's facial capture, we have cast Ben Jordan to be the face model for Peter Parker on the PS5 console. He looks incredible in-game, and Yuri's moving performances take on a new life. Additionally, thanks to the power of the PS5 console, we are now able to offer a high frame rate through performance mode, which targets 60 FPS. This allows you to experience the beginning of the Marvel Spider-Man storyline like never before. We also take full advantage of other next generation PlayStation features like near instant loading, spatial 3D audio on compatible headphones, and the revolutionary DualSense controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. We've also brought new photo mode features to the game that we developed for Spider-Man Miles Morales. You can now place light in the environment and change your spider suit after you've lined up your shot. They also go on to say that one of the new suits added to the game will be the suit from the Amazing Spider-Man, which I'm quite pleased about because I quite like that suit. And they also say that there will be a new trophy list, so you can get a whole new platinum for the game. So they have said thanks to ray tracing they have brought reflections and ambient shadows. I don't really care too much about these because they're literally shadows, but if they look good, cool, that's all really I have to say about that. Then they go and say that they have upgraded the characters, so they've added high fidelity skin, eye and teeth shaders. Now, it's cool that you'll be able to see each individual strand of hair. Eyes, they'll look better, and skin, it'll look smoother, I'm not quite sure. But, as they've changed Peter Parker's face, have they changed any others, like maybe Mary Jane? I doubt it, but it would be weird seeing the young Peter Parker with Mary Jane. And we did also see in the clip that the character model for Otto is of high quality compared to the PS4. So that would be good that they're going to be upgrading the characters like that. Then they say that thanks to the PS5 they can now target 60 FPS in something called performance mode. And as it's called performance mode, I'm thinking, will there be another mode? And I'm pretty sure I read online somewhere that there's also going to be like a 4K mode, so you can either choose between frames or how it looks. And then they go on to say about all the stuff they can do thanks to the PS5, such as near instant loading, but they have said that if you want to turn on the fast travel subway loading screens you can, because some of them can actually be pretty funny. They also say about spatial 3D audio, and I think the way this is going to work, like say if you have, I think it's called the Pulse headphones that Sony are going to sell, maybe while you're swinging you can hear the people on the street, like their voices kind of like pass by and go behind you, if that makes sense. That's the way I can imagine them doing it. And then they go on to say about the DualSense controller and its adaptive triggers, and the only way I can see it being used is by web swinging. Maybe how hard you press is maybe how late Spider-Man shoots out a web, and if you press it down quick he shoots out a web like straight away. That's the way I can see of them doing it. So that is everything that was said in the PlayStation blog for Spider-Man Remastered. If you haven't read it, I will leave a link to it in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next video.